so many children from vulnerable families, and especially the girls. Some could not come to school. Some could not access even education. Several of these girls have now come back to school. One, we are fighting for access to education. We are also fighting for the retention of these children in school, and then the transition so that they can go to secondary and other places.
Currently, the girls and children in lower classes can read and write. And this was highly motivated and it came up from the training which was given to our teachers, to our children through our teachers, and the teachers through our coaches. And we are so much grateful on that.
I have seen the difference between the way the teachers have been teaching and after the introduction of Wasichana Wote Wasome approach, where we have the sound knowledge, which was not there before for the class ones. They were just being taught A, B, C, D. But at least now they start with sounds. Then there is the alphabetic principle where now they will have to add sounds and read words. So at least that one is different from the old methods of teaching, especially the law.
If we can refer back to last year's exam, KCSE, nobody in the country, the whole country, got an A in English. And this activity of literacy and numeracy, which they are doing, right from these teachers, inducting them, organizing in-service training courses, inducting those teachers on literacy and numeracy, is really assisting and is also giving them new techniques of handling those subjects in those selected schools. As an office, we really appreciate that.
I want to, with the confidence and with authority, say that the project provided a positive indicator because through their intervention, there was an increase in the number of girls developing a desire to join the learning institutions, especially those particular institutions that interventions are being undertaken.
Girls have really been enrolled, and also they are being retained in schools because other than also giving the teaching and learning materials, this program also with others, they support the girls through provision of sanitary towels, among others. So these ones, and then the provision of those teaching and learning materials, they are enhancing quality, which is making these girls also stay in school and complete. Even if you look at the performance in national examinations, our girls are doing very well in KCP, and they are really transiting into secondary school level. So the truth is that the impact is there.
I must also say here that there has been improved enrollment in our schools as a result of the intervention by the project through community conversations. Actually, the team that you have in the region, the team has been moving. And we, along with us, of course, the education department and the TSC department, along with our sub-count director of education and the TSC sub-count directors, have been moving to villages, talking to community members on the essence of taking children back to school. We looked at the analysis, the exam analysis of the schools that the project is intervening. And I must tell you, because I have the analysis, that there was marked improvement in terms of performance, in terms of learning outcomes. There was generally an improvement because first and foremost, the teachers who have been coached, the teachers whose competences have been enhanced by the team have done the best in their schools, and I'm sure we must attribute the results, the good results out of what our teachers have learned and interacted with the project.
There are some schools which had no buildings, like Akurubus in Turkana South. If you go there now, it's a beautiful school with 5 classrooms erected. Wonderful. It's a good scenery, and it is in the bush. So children are now able to have somewhere to sit, to have somewhere to learn from. For example, in this sub-counter laud, there was a village that had 21 pregnancies of girls, school girls. But through their initiatives, through the way, their support, they can even enable to reach those villages using their vehicles. I tell you, the idea of girls getting pregnant and disappearing like that is no longer there. Those girls got pregnant, they gave birth, but they are now back at school.
The TSC, county directors of education, you have some chunk of work on your tables to ensure that this project does not close at this period, but it does what? Keeps on growing. The mentorship programs that have been initiated, can we ensure that they keep on working and keep on impacting?
We're hopeful that your project will continue helping us to improve enrollment, access, and not only access, but also transition of the girl child. And in fact, you can see through your project how many girls have been rescued and kept in school. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, I thank you very much sincerely for what we are doing and hope that you continue with your service.